Blog Talk Radio.
The following ingredients include a look behind the scenes. Cook uncovered until hot. Add grooves to taste.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl.
The accident was over a year ago. A second woman has been elected president. The 12th planet has been named in the solar system. The last wild polar bear has died. I slept through it all. I was here for my waking. He called it a beginning. He said it was good. I think he may have thought that anything I did was good.
Welcome to Transition Radio with your host, Mark Angelo Cummings.
And your hostess, Jessica Lane Cummings.
The show for trans folks by trans folks, here to let your voice be heard. Hello and good evening and welcome to Transition Radio. My name is Mark Angelo Cummings, your host.
And I am Jessica Lane Cummings, your hostess. Tonight's show is being broadcast live from Silver City, New Mexico. We wanted to take a moment to thank our sponsors, thebreastwarmstore.com. They have everything you can imagine to enhance your feminizing needs.
And Dr. Vartan Madirosian, a facial feminization specialist based out of Jupiter, Florida. Please visit our website and click on the links we have there and check them out, support them, and tell them Transition Radio sent you. And also, check out the links to Katie Leon. She's an amazing author. She's got all these great books. Please support her, buy her books, and show her some love. Well, if you guys are interested in calling in today, please remember you can call in at any time at 646-716-6895, and you can contribute to the topics that we will be discussing today. The media has had its fair share of trans women in the limelight. What about trans men? It was often thought that there are more trans women than trans men, but this is actually not so. There are several reasons for this. Most trans men transition easier and blend in more. Trans men have not been as vocal as trans women, and we have even heard that women of trans experience have often pushed aside trans men with the reasoning that they don't need as much support as they.
Either way, we were excited to hear and read an article the Advocate wrote regarding the first out trans men to win and take home the coveted Mr. Gay Philadelphia crown. Competing in casual wear, swimsuit, and Q&A categories, Luke Cutler also ousted 13 other competitors for the title of Best Body. The 33-year-old acupuncturist had never entered a gay pageant before and never expected the overwhelming response to his win. He told Philly Gay Calendar his participation in the competition was encouraged by the event's organizers, local party promoters Bruce Yelk and Josh Sconewall.
In the days following his victory, Cutler says he's watched as the story went viral and he started hearing from numerous people inspired by his victory. Cutler said, I have honestly gotten positive response from everyone I've interacted with. From what I can tell, the first article to announce my win has circulated quite a bit on different Facebook pages, both individual and group ones. I've gotten messages from friends and strangers alike congratulating me. A couple people have called me a trailblazer, which gave me chills and brought me close to tears.
This win really means a lot to me. I had no idea I would get so much attention from it, let alone win. And I am truly humbled and so very excited. It feels like I am contributing to bridging communities, ones that are always grouped together in the LGBT acronym, but which, as I've heard from many folks, don't always feel like they're together. It feels really important to be out as a visible gay trans guy. I am feeling a lot of pride, not only for myself as an individual, but also to represent the trans community, the gay community, and the queer community in general.
I am proud to be visible and hope that I can inspire people to be themselves. I believe with all my being that our individuality is what makes us beautiful. This is a trickery question. There are certain spaces where I've gotten nothing but acceptance. Fortunately for me, I've never had really negative experience. However, I've been rejected for dates numerous times after guys realize I'm trans. I actually keep a bunch of screenshots on my phone of the ridiculous things some people had said to me. Many times they're just really surprised. Sometimes it's funny. But on the other hand, I'm just another person trying to connect with people, and it can be very frustrating and disheartening, to say the least.
Relatedly, I recently got featured on Scruff as an openly gay trans man. They have an enormous following, and a ton of people saw my bio and picture. I am happy to say that about 95% of the cisgender non-trans men were extremely supportive, to the point of telling off the 5% who were writing nasty comments. It was amazing to watch, actually.
And that's, it's one of those things where it's a learning curve, and I think eventually once gay men start to realize, yes, that trans men may not have that equipment, or some do, because some do get the surgeries, but we do have a small equipment, and it's not about the size of your genital, but it's about your heart and your mind and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and talking about that, we've got a caller.
Okay.
So let's see. Hello, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from? And do you have a question or comment for us?
Hey guys, this is Cece from California. How's it going?
What's up, Cece? How are you, honey?
Just calling in, showing my support. Way to go, Mr. What is it, Philly?
Yeah, that was an amazing trailblazing move there. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. We need more visibility. Positive visibility.
Exactly.
I couldn't agree more.
So what do you have in mind? On your mind? Do you want to say anything else regarding this wonderful trailblazer, or just want to hang out, and as we progress with the show topics, you can join in at any time?
I wouldn't mind hanging out. I mean, pretty much, you know what? Good for him.
Absolutely, good for him. We need to find some way to get a Jeopardy button on this thing.
Right, so then, the T and the LGB. It is a dividing view in our community, some which wish that the T would disappear completely from the LGB. Others proudly stand side by side with our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters. We at Transition Radio are very proud to be part of the LGB and are very grateful. We found this article. It was written by Renato Baruco, entitled Transgender People, Strangers in Gayland. Transgender people exist. Now we, the cisgender mainstream, know Cher's son, Chad, and R. Kelly's son, the latest, American highest paid women CEO, Netflix most watched original series, and the cover of Time told us so.
What many of us fail to fully comprehend is that transgender people are not some sort of uber gay creatures. I wanted to say creators. Uber gay creatures. Through the intellectual and factual lines between gender identity and sexual orientation are thin. Sometimes they are not even there, as some transgender people are indeed gay. They are separate things. Trans people who are LGBT are not so because they are T, but in addition to being T, they belong to the LGBT community twice, maybe 3 times, and for different reasons. This Transgender 101 introduction may seem pretty obvious, yet intimate understanding is not both for the general population and within the LGBT community.
For the sake of conserving brain power, let's focus on only 2 identity categories: gay cisgender men and gay transgender men. The first group is made up of men who were considered males at birth, were raised as boys, identify as men, and are attracted to other men. The second group is made up of men who were considered females at birth, were probably raised as girls, identify as men, and are attracted to other men.
Assuming the transgender men in this example already transitioned either by presenting as men, undergoing medical treatments, or a combination of both. If these 2 groups stood in front of us today, they would be generally indistinguishable. Still, basic and pretty straightforward, right? Wrong. it isn't for many. In February 2014, Clarity, the online magazine and newspaper focusing on gay topics, ran a piece titled, "Seriously Sexy Trans Men Make Us Say."
So what's interesting and horrid about this article? Well, the comment section where all hell broke loose, which is usually what happens. Now, I know that online anonymity can be a magnet for the worst in people, yet most of the comments were not evil in nature, but displayed the pervasive lack of understanding of transgender identities within the gay community. The article showed a few pictures of transgender men described as the sexiest on the internet. A few comments were sweet, while others demonstrated candid ignorance.
User Ilkman found these men sexy and pondered whether that makes him bisexual. Why Edward E. wondered if, in this case, that means he likes feminine faces. Some users got all surgical, pun intended. QJ201 thinks top surgery really needs improvement. Lastly, some comments range from pretentious to insulting, like the comment by Mel, who wrote, "Good luck to them, but they have female DNA in every cell of their body." Or a comment by B. Shucking, who thinks those men were and are still female.
Yet there is a mixed review regarding this. Some gay men have no problem dating and having a relationship with gay trans men. I believe Buck Angel should be thanked for bringing awareness in the gay porn industry and creating curiosity. I also think that as time progresses, more gay trans men will be accepted in the circle of gay men and move past our genitals. What do you think about this, CC? I know that you identify as a trans gay, right?
Yeah, it's interesting you touch on this topic. I don't think the T should be separate. You know, whether you're gay, straight, and just happen to be trans, I mean, you know, we're all part of the rainbow. You know? Yeah, there are some gay guys that are gonna have a hard time with this. It's sad but true.
Well, see, I think that's from my point of view. I think that, you know, a lot of gay men, they're into other guys for a reason. Gay trans men, yes. They look and, I mean, most that I've seen are good looking. They're very male, you know, projecting. But there's one thing lacking, is the one reason that gay men don't like women. And we all know what that is without going to say. You know, but there are some gay men that can look past that. But, you know, I mean, it's...
Well, you know what?
It's a gray area, I guess you could say.
I have to say that if that is going to be the only reason that a gay man will go out with another man is because of their penis, then that's pretty shallow. I mean, we're not lacking.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to define a man by what he possesses in between his legs, then you might as well consider every a-hole, whoever did you wrong, a man.
There's chauvinistic males out there that only go out with women for one thing, and what do you think that is? Vagina.
Right.
You know, so, I mean, you know, me being a trans woman, and, you know, trans women have this same situation with, you know, genetic straight males in the straight heterosexual world, that straight guys don't like dick. So, to put it bluntly, so, you know, they want vagina. So, I mean, you know, what are they going to do? Are they going to go with a trans woman, or are they going to go with a genetic female? Well, most likely the straight heterosexual ones are going to go with the female. Yet, there's the bi-curious ones that think it's like a safe haven because, okay, yeah, you know, I can explore. She's got breasts, she looks like a woman, she feels like a woman, but yet she's got a penis. So maybe I can explore that realm of my sexuality.
But there's a difference because trans men do have a penis. It's just small. But let me tell you.
It's really small, but it's, hey, you know, it works.
It's there. It works. And there's a lot of genetic men that have small penises.
Okay, so let me rephrase that then. If you find a gay bottom male, most likely it's not going to work.
Well, let me tell you, I actually, when you and I broke up, or even before you and I met, I've had a lot of bottoms that were very attractive to me. And, you know, we talked about that, and I said, hey, well, that's what toys are made for, you know? Because
toys only play in the bedroom to an extent. Eventually, a gay man that's into penis is going to want a penis.
Well, that's a gay man that's just looking to play. But if
Well,
a person falls
possibly.
in love with you,
Now, if somebody's fallen in love with the actual person, that's a different story altogether. But
how about you, Cece? Have you had any encounters since I know that you're attracted to men?
There's only been one gay guy so far that wasn't open to it. And he wasn't trying to come off as, you know, prejudiced in any way. He was just basically saying, hey, look it, I have my preferences. You know, I'm not saying you're any less of a man. I just, I know what I like. And I was like, okay, you know, I can respect that. And, you know, we talked like adults and, you know, left it at that. But I've had more openness from bisexual men, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Who are more
that would be
open to it.
well, yeah,
we're the best of both worlds.
Right.
Either
Same
way,
thing with trans women. Trans women are the best of both worlds for anybody vicarious.
Right.
Gabby's in one chat room. We have both chat rooms open. Gabby's in one chat room. She says, we have pussy. Buy flour for them. It's not the size, it's how they use it, which she's got a very good point.
Yeah. And plus, you know, there's another part in the end of the tongue, which is something I know how to use very well, that no penis could do what I could do with my tongue. I'm sorry, but
yeah, exactly. And we have Jackie in our other trans chat room. Okay, we have Jackie in our other chat room. She's saying, I hope you are still chilling with some AC. Cigarette, good idea. Damn you. Yes, I want a cigarette. Thank you very much.
You can have one right now. Anyway, we're going to continue with our topics, and we're going to talk about R. Kelly.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Now this I read up on.
Yeah, so
we did some checking into this too. So, R. Kelly's shocking response to transgender son. Don't call her my son. R. Kelly has finally publicly responded to reports that his daughter, Jaya, is now a transgender boy. The R&B singer slammed the idea, telling the reporter not to refer to her. Yikes. R. Kelly, who is 37, does not seem too thrilled with the idea of his transgender son, Jay. 13 years old, the teenager bravely came out as a transgender teen on social media and has since received an enormous amount of online support from his mom, Drea Kelly.
Now, R. Kelly is speaking out about his son's decision for the first time, and his response is quite upsetting. R. Kelly doesn't want his transgender son to be referred to as a male. How sad for R. Kelly's son, Jay. The 37-year-old R&B singer has finally reacted to the news that his 13-year-old daughter, Jaya, is a transgender teenager who now goes by the name of Jay.
When asked about Jay's transformation, R. Kelly told R. Kelly told WGCI. Why do they got to make these acronyms so tongue-twisting? Anyway, you don't really want to open it up by saying, my daughter is becoming my son, because if that were true, don't even give the blogs that kind of credit. You know what I am saying. Really, real talk. Do you think R. Kelly should support his son?
Even though Jay has been very open about his transgender identity on social media, it seems as if R. Kelly is trying to make it seem like it's all just speculation in the media. On June 24th, Jay acknowledged his identity once again on his Ask.fm account, saying, I'm transgender and I'm the son of R. Kelly.
Hopefully R. Kelly will one day be able to accept his son's true identity. Until then, at least he is still financially supportive of his children. You save money so your kids can go to college. No matter what they are or who they are, they're still your kids. You gotta support them. R. Kelly said during the very same interview. Sounds kind of contradicting to me, and it sounds like he's kind of confused.
Well, not that he's confused. It's hard. I mean, here you have a beautiful daughter.
Yeah, I mean, he just found out. I think people are being. So this is what drives me crazy about the media is you know, they're judging him too harshly. It's like, you know what, R. Kelly, yeah, he's an R&B singer. He's human like the rest of us. You know, if he's having if he's having a hard time accepting things, you know what, that's his right. You know, I'd be asking a bigger question. You know, did you know, what was Jay's mom? I mean, what was she included in the decision of, you know, when Jay decided to basically, you know, out himself on the social media sites? I mean,
well,
that's you know.
That brings another whole point. I mean, you know, a lot of people nowadays, thanks to social media, have come out through social media. And, you know, Jay is just another example of coming out on social media. It's not like back in the days, like when Mark came out, you know, there was no social media at that time. I mean, AOL chat, but what the hell is that, you know? But, you know, I mean, nowadays it's become much easier for the whole world to delve into everybody's life. And, you know, it's like, okay, well, you know, don't put your life story out on the internet, on social media. Well, that's what the hell it's for. And it has actually, I think, helped in a lot of aspects for people that were harboring and hiding to come out. I came out on social media. You know, that was my first step.
Oh, yeah.
It gave me the courage to come out to my peers, my coworkers, my friends, my family, etc. And
yeah, no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but the fact that because he's such a young kid, you know,
it's hard for the parent. It's very hard for the parents. So we have to give.
Yeah.
Well, we have another caller. Let's bring the other caller in. You're still going to be on the line with us.
Hold on 1 second. Here we go. And caller, give us your name, where you're calling from, if you have a question or comment you'd like to add.
Hello, it's Gabby from Australia. How are you guys?
Hey,
Gabby.
How are you?
Hey, how are you all? Hey, listen, you know, it's a really good subject what you're on today. I mean, I find myself being a transgender woman post-op, going through the phase of transition. It was very interesting on how people would perceive you, where I have friends who are gay girls who dress in male clothing all the time, which basically I technically class as transvestites because they're not transitioning into being a trans man. They're just, you know, as they are. And they cope with, they don't cop all the hassle, they don't cop all the stereotyping or anything like that. And in some ways, their families are more acceptance with them dressing the way they are than what a trans woman is when she has to come out, because as Mark and everybody else and many of our viewers out here would know, you know, that it's so much easier for a woman to transition to a trans man, and it's more socially acceptable than what it is for a trans woman, which is really bad because, you know, we need a fair go as well. And I mean, there's so many women out there now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, that's what me and Mark say all the time. It's much easier to turn Eve into Adam than it is Adam into Eve. And, you know, that's
right. And like Mark was saying about Buck Angel, he's you know, he's an icon. He has set a whole new genre. He has set a whole new total awareness throughout the world of acceptance of a trans man and what a trans man actually is about. And there's like Mark himself. Mark is a trailblazer as well because he's so out there and he's so expressive of what he is. He's a trans man. So what? He's got a pussy. It took me 49 years to get a pussy, and I love it.
To put it bluntly, yeah, exactly. That's why I fell in love with him, for his heart, not for his pussy.
Right. Well, I got a pussy and I got a little small dicky too. So
yeah, that makes me.
Hell yeah, man. We're hybrids.
Mark, you have to get it right. You've got a small penis with a pussy, okay? It's no longer a clitoris anymore.
He has a vagina, okay?
A vagina, there you go.
Vagina.
You call it a vagina in America, in Australia we call it pussy.
Wait.
If you rub it the right way, it feels really good.
It works very well.
Listen, guys, I just wanted to ring in just to say hi, and I'm really enjoying your show today in Australia, and it's 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning here, and Wednesday morning, And, you know, it's a pleasure listening to you guys, and keep up the good work. You're doing really good, and it's a great show today.
Thanks, Gabby.
Thank
we
you
love
so
you, girl.
Thank you.
No worries. Bye from Australia. It's bloody cold over here.
It's very hot over here, but thank you for calling. We love you.
We love you, Gabby.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah, but I'm very proud of what I have. I used to have problems in the beginning when I transitioned, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I'm happy. I have great orgasms. I'm a lover, and I enjoy making love, and I don't want to brag, but I think I have good skills for that. So whether it be a gay man, a straight woman, or a trans woman, you know, hey, you've been with me for 2 years, and
I'm satisfied.
there you go.
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Down, chicka, down, down.
All right. Well, we got 4 minutes left of the live show here on Transition Radio, so we're going to cover one more topic here, going stealth. Okay. Why do many go stealth? Could it be that the fear of rejection or the years of wanting to fit in but not being able to can now be possible for most? Not to down anyone who decides to live their life as the gender they transition to and completely erase their past, but could it be that the greatest prison people live in is the fear of what others may think can lead them into the path of silence and hiding?
Many who decide to go stealth have left the prison and have come out to be their authentic self. Many claim they felt empty and lonely, having no community, and feeling all alone. So, I mean, you know, as far as community,
yeah,
that's a little bit on the iffy table there. What do you think, Cece?
I think there's little communities within this crazy community of ours. I mean, like you guys and me, you know, and other like-minded people like us. You know, we got our own little people, our own little group of people, and you know, I think that's just how it is throughout any community. You know, you just gotta make your own.
Definitely.
Jackie in our website chat room, she says, "You're both tranny chasers." Well, she's got a valid point. I guess we are, because, you know, I'm with Mark. He's a trans man, and he's with me. I'm a trans woman, so I guess that makes us tranny chasers.
I'm still single, so who knows who I'm going to end up with.
So, the top highlight of it is we now need to find a word for tranny chasing trannies.
There you go, tranny chasing trannies. We ought to put that up in the, although that'll just create, that would create such turmoil. Don't call us trannies! Yeah, that's a great one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. She cracks me up, I swear.
Well, we're going to, since we've got 1 minute and 36 seconds left, we can't really get into another topic, because then the live listeners can't listen. But
yeah, exactly.
Guys, make sure to watch 90 seconds. I just got told. Make sure to tune in Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Heklina. She is the creator of the Tranny Shack.
An iconic
Yeah.
San Francisco
Yes.
transgender nightclub.
And we were supposed to have her a few weeks ago, but
we had some technical difficulties.
But she will be with us this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please don't miss that show.
Absolutely. And join us in chat on our website, transitionradio.net. And click on the TV and chat.
Yes, you can also call in, and the number will be put on the actual screen. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cece.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
And thanks for all that participated in chat.
And thank you to our sponsors and our advertisers. And we want to say something to you guys. We love you,
but remember to always love yourselves, too. Good night.
And thank you all.